I would like to, because my pink and purple is not exactly look like that. I take some pink, take some purple, mix both together. It's better more pink to use. This is the dark color. I want this one for the bottom part. In between, I see some a little bit darker tone of purple on the background. Not a lot, just a bit. So I put it aside, clean my palette. For the top part, it's a little lighter. So I take my pink, tiny bit purple, and I think I need just a bit white to add. Tiny bit again, purple. You can mix and find, are you happy with the color that you make or not yet? Even if you like more pink, you can add again more pink. But I already add the white color in it and I'd make it a little lighter. So these two colors, I would like to use some touch for the background. It doesn't need to be really accurate and cover everywhere because we will come on top by green color. Just I take light pink color and add randomly on top of my canvas. But I try my best anywhere that I cover. I try my best to cover the white of canvas and not be visible. So heavy paint are so helpful to cover your canvas. That's enough. It doesn't need to work a lot. Just some touch. And then we can switch with the darker tone for the bottom part. It's okay, I leave this section white because it's more greeny, it's not really pinky. On the side, I can see a little bit more pink here. I cannot see anything, that's fine. I leave it like that. Just I add a pink on top and the left and the right side and the bottom part. And I do it flatly because I would like to let it dry so fast. I don't want to have heavy paint and take time to get dry, because with heavy paint, it takes a little bit more time to get dry. Just enough look like that. So for friends that just right now join us, we work at this painting. And I just go from the background color, starting some touch with the pink color. And it depends if you're not happy with the pink. Anytime you can change it by some white color, bring it on top. And when it's wet, actually it should be wet, not dry. When it's wet, they mix into each other. Even you can bring some purple, add in it, and change sometimes the value of the color, the tone of your color. But as I mentioned, it should be wet because acrylic dries so fast. So you need to wait everything get completely dry and then bring another layers on top, or when it's already wet, bring another color on top and help it mix together and give you the result that you are interested more. So we start with the pink color first because it's visible a little bit on the background. After that, we try to find a place of flowers and then mix the green color on top and make the grass and bring it on top of all these pinky tone. But most of the time, I prefer to have painting really heavy. Because of that, I prefer to start with one layer with pink color. Second, you can make any color light by white color. Sometimes we need to make it warmer, so we need yellow as well. And we can make most of the color dark by black or blue. So this is hooker green. Start to take your lighter green and just start from here. Add randomly brush stroke on top. Just adding heavy paint, adding some stroke randomly. You can turn your hand everywhere that you feel more okay to bring, but please not cover all the pink. We need to see something in between the green, something on top. The reason that we add the pink color at the beginning is that one, because we need to keep that pink color. Even on top, we can take some pure white color, because sometimes we have some lighter tone here, and bring the white color here. Mix with the green. Because acrylic dries so fast, you can focus on one part, feel happy with that, and then switch the other part. So I work on it to feel more happy with the colors and the technique of brush stroke. After that, I move on for the rest. So adding here. Now we can move on with this color that we premix, because the top part is light, and then we move on with this mid-tone color. The same technique that we use for the light tone, we can come down and use this mid-tone color, but still we need to keep the pink color under it. So take some heavy paint and bring some stroke on top of your canvas. Randomly, we can move on on the pure hooker green and bring some movement with the pure hooker green in between. Not the dark tone, I mean, because when it's wet, already pure hooker green can, or pure any green that you have, can mix with this color. The dark tone, we will wait at the end. With this one, we will add on top. But it's mid-tone color, and in between we need to bring a little darker tone. And then continue with a little bit texture with pure paint. And how you can make this texture, because when you add a pressure in your hand and go and back and add the brush stroke, you can lift up everything and make everything flat. But when you want to make this texture on top, you need to take heavy paint like that and very gently touch your canvas. Very gently, just touch the canvas and leave it like that with less pressure in your hand. And then you can help your paint sit a little bit heavy. I would like to go with this one. If you don't have brush like that, it's better to go with the pointy and round brush to make the line and the leaves. So I go with this dark color and try to do randomly some line as a stem or leaves. Because it's dark color, the darkness can continue to the center of this flower to show that this is the stem of that. And then we move on randomly to draw some line like this and make the leaves. Here I see it continue a little bit thicker and then lining to make the shape of leaves. Even you can take some more paint and make it heavy and make a texture on top. Or even here I will add a little liney leaves. Some here and some there. Heavy paint you can take and make, because it's a grass, and we can add randomly some stem and leaf on top to make it more interesting. Even here we need more. And you see I just add randomly some line and leaves everywhere. Spread here a little bit. Even just one stroke like that would be enough. You don't need to be really accurate everything. Just one line here with the tip of round brush, and then shape narrow and long leaf. I need brown to bring in between with this one here especially. I will bring it later a little bit. Just finish with this one and then move on with darkness. Add one stroke here. Dark color on this mid-tone, make it more nice. And then clean the brush. We need the pure green. Here I think it's much more lighter. It's not really dark like that. So I continue with the line to bring it up, but with a lighter tone. So I go with pure green color. Or even this one, because it's come on top. And the top part, it's light. Make some leaf like that. Even here we can make some. The leaves are a little bit long and pointy. On the tip, it's pointy. And then adding some randomly line here around. Because it's nice to bring some line here and there. But I see some light green on the bottom part, which is this one that been pre-mixed by white color. So let me clean my brush. Tiny bit white I will bring, mix with the green to have light green color. So I use side of my brush. Same as this white color, I would like to bring it here with this light green. It's interesting always to play with the colors and amount and value to make some more details on top. More white color. Some movement here, interesting to have. I cannot see anything here, so It's better to leave it like that. A little bit dark color here. It's so much light. Okay, after we finish with the green and feel happy with that, clean the brush. Some touch with the brown would be interesting, and bring some warm color here. We can have some here on this stem, and here on this stem beside the dark tone. Even some stroke randomly add the brown into the green part. Just randomly add some stroke by brown color, like that. I will take my purple first, a little bit this pink to premix with it, because most the under the petals is a little darker, so more purpley, a little feeling of pink we need to bring. So I premix this dark pink purple for the petals that we have on the background. So the other side, not in front of us. And then we need to have the light pink mix with the white. I just go with 2 pink to show you. You can have just one, and you see here these two look like each other. If I add more white, they're the same actually. So this is good for front. And then the pure white color as well. So we need more white to add. Where is the white color I have? Here. With the same brush and flat brush, we need to start. The shape is look like oval shape, and the petals fall down. So I start with this purple, take some and try to be liney. I imagine this is the top of my flower, and I try to move it like that. Shape it toward down, a little bit, make it pointy on the bottom part. So we will come on top by lighter tone and more accurate. This is just the first layer, and the petals, which is on the other side, and we can see, let me see. Even if it's dark, we can right away switch to little bit white and pink and change some of them, because they're not all with the same color. Some lighter, some warmer, but the shape is like that. You make it longer, and one by one draw the shape of petals. It's like long oval shape, but a little pointy at the end. And the reason I make the oval a little smaller, because now I would like to bring it on top of the green color and make it longer. One by one, I try make it long and pointy. Even if you see, I have 3 colors, one purple, pink, and white. Even my pink are different, but it's okay. I make with the white, try to make both similar. Now I don't want to go with one tone. I want to go with different values. I bring just purple and pink mixed to each other. And draw long oval line as a shape of petals. And then when I move on toward both sides, it's a little curvy, gentle C curve like this. And then pointy at the end. Here as well, gentle C curve. And then pointy on this part. So we can leave it like that for the first one, even a little more to cover the green part. So for each of them with this dark brown, it's not dark brown, it's reddish brown, but I know that we need to make it lighter later. Just takes, actually add a circular shape like that on top with this reddish brown. Take heavy paint, it's better, and add this shape on top. For each of them with the reddish brown, please do the same. Because we need to build our flower by layers. So this is the first layer that we make. We need to bring another layers on top. So I take purple. Try to make one by one a little separate from each other, and this time the petals should be shorter. They're not long, same as before. They are shorter because it shows it's in front of us. And then you can use this mixture of pink and purple to add one on top of each other. At the same time, bring pink and bring purple. And here a little straight, then fall down to reach dark tone. For this part has a little darker tone. Even we can go with the brown color inside, the dark brown. If you have it, you can go with that. If not, we already have reddish brown and black. They can mix together and give us dark brown. And with the round and pointy brush, please not make it dirty, but a tiny darkness we need on this part. Exactly connection between the petals and the center. You can finish with the petals because this is dark color, and then add this color on top. So again, back to petals of the other section. So please not bring this petal really long. They should shorter than the first layer. And they use this 4 color, light and dark, and between purple and pink. Dark color always used for the shadow, the light is used for the light. coneflowers look like oval shape, but their all petals fall down. They're not circular shape or straight. And then the white color I bring, pure white, for some petals here. Even there, a little stroke would be nice to have, like that. Or sometimes you can make it more highlight with this white. And now black and dark brown. If you have dark brown, you don't need to use any black into that. I already have reddish brown and black, so when you mix them together, you reach the dark brown already. I'm going to use pure orange and heavy to add some dot inside this part. It should shows one part it's in shadow, one part is in light. So the right side is in shadow and the left side is in light. So I add the heavy orange color here with the tip of round brush. I just moving like a circular shape beside each other to help it more natural. Because the flowers is like that, it's not just one stroke with orange. It's look like, for some of them, just a pure white color come and make them interesting and beautiful, because it's really light on top of this darkness, and the light color make it more visible and bump or bring it out. So it's nice to have. But as I mentioned, it's not happen for all the petals, just some of them.